Hello. Welcome to the Aviation Business Series. Aviation Business Series is an interactive platform for every aviation professional, for every aviation stakeholder, and for every business person that is connected to the hospitality sector. Have you considered having access to proven business solutions? Have you considered adding more expert knowledge to what you think you already know in the hospitality sector? What about hearing the other success stories to help you find your own unique story? Well, if all the above is checked and more, then Aviation Business Series is the right space to follow and interact. We will have a combination of journeys, expertise, and success areas that will complete our holistic growth. For more details about our specifics, check the About section of our Facebook page. Don't forget to like, to follow, and share. I'll see you soon. Stay safe, stay real, and remember, ignorance is not an option in life. Welcome to Aviation Business Series. This is our first episode going live with a guest. My name is Lady Vera, and I'm glad to be having you on the show. My guest today is a special person, yes. She's ready. I can see her smiling already. She's very ready, yes. And I'm glad that you are joining us. If you don't know about Aviation Business Series, please go back onto our About page. You will find a summary of what we do. It is not a business, it is an open space. And I say it is an open space because it allows us to interact. What are we interacting about? We are here to draw from stories. We are here to draw from the journeys of others and even ourselves. We are here to make sure that we are celebrating the success of every other person in the aviation industry, in the tourism sector. Why are we doing what we are doing? We're doing this because the Aviation Business Series team believes in the knowledge that we can get and believes in the knowledge that we can draw from these stories. What are we going to use this knowledge to do? We need to expand our knowledge. We need to do that. We need to also explore opportunities. And lastly, we need to be able to drive our passion in the right direction. So that is why we are doing what we are doing. So welcome again. We're on Facebook now. We are live on Facebook. Just say hello. And today we are having Mrs. Victoria Abena Techi. Hello. Hello, Victoria.
Hello, Lady Vera, and hello to everybody that has joined us today. I'm privileged and honored to be part of this vision and actually to be the first speaker for Aviation Business Series.
Wow. So, who is Lady Victoria? If you were not with us a couple of days ago, there's so much to talk about Lady Victoria. I mean, there's so much. But let me let you know that she is currently working as the sales and marketing manager for Africa World Airlines. She's really into business and product development, distribution channels, sales, marketing, branding, you name it. She has an MBA in international business management and supply chain management. So we are in good hands. She also has IATA certificate in dynamic pricing and revenue management, airline leading practices, and cost reduction strategies. I love strategies. So yes, we are very in good hands. I love what we're doing. She's also the CEO of our Special Bread Bakery and our Shito and Women Aviators. Wow. How do you feel today?
I feel very honored, I must say, and listening to you outlining my achievement. Will I say? I'm just asking myself, wow, that's a lot by God's grace. Yeah, so I'm really honored. I'm humbled to be part of this discussion. I mean, I won't call it an interview, I'll call it a discussion, just to
Okay.
draw from also the people that are connected with us and to share our experience as well. So I'm really honored.
Wow. Wow. We're very happy to have you. Please hold on a bit. I think we are having feedback. Let me just make sure we are okay. But I think we are having a bit of feedback. Okay. Okay. I think it's better now. Good.
It's better. Okay.
Yes, I think it's better now.
Right.
So, sometimes we define ourselves by what we do. How do you
Right.
define yourself?
Ah, I'll call myself a woman aviator and an entrepreneur.
Oh wow, it's short. Why is it short?
I call myself a she aviator in the aviation space. And then outside aviation, I'll call myself a visionary. I'm an entrepreneur. I love to do business, really.
Mm.
Yeah, I love
Is
to
it
look
by
out for
nature?
opportunities wherever I
Oh,
am.
okay, okay, okay. But it looks short. Are you different when you are in the aviation industry and different when you are home, or there is some kind of connection?
Right. In the aviation sector, it's all about current job role. And at home, of course, it has to do with being a mother and a wife, and then a business owner or an entrepreneur. So it depends on where I find myself. You tune yourself to be able to perform your role as such. That's the gift God has given to us as women.
Mm, mm. That's interesting. As women,
Yes.
how has the journey been so far, Victoria? Tell me.
The journey has been, I'll say, okay. It's been good by God's grace. It's not by our strength, it's by God's grace. And then also learning under the good teachings of my predecessors. I must say, I've been able to, or by God's grace, I've had very good managers to learn from. I was just a greenhorn in the aviation industry, and this year I'm 7 years in the industry. I came from a background of telecommunication, customer service, and customer relations with the then Space Phone, then Space Phone Ariba, MTN, for almost 10 years. And then, yes, joined the aviation industry. I joined Africa World in 2013. So I've grown with the airline and in the industry. It's been an amazing journey, I must say. I thank God that
Beautiful.
we've been part of the story of Africa World Airlines, which at the moment it is an envious case study in terms of aviation in Africa.
You're very right. I mean, and I like the way you are able to combine your identity as a woman and what you do.
Yes.
Because we have a lot of people who kind of see their profession quite different from who they are. But it is about bringing who you are into the profession and
Exactly.
making a difference in it. So I definitely applaud you for being able to do that. I mean, we are
Thank
here
you.
to celebrate
Thank
the
you.
success.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
Thank
so I also want to know, I don't know if it's only me, when you started with even the help you got from your bosses, your managers, what are some of the things that you did yourself, individual self, to make sure that you are always up to date in terms of upgrade? You are learning, you are informed, and you are taking the right decisions.
Okay. There is a lot of opportunities in the industry. That is, if you position yourself well to be able to tap from the right resources. In the industry, it's very dynamic. Things changes, especially when it has to do with the mother company or the mother body that regulates the industry. They do change a lot of things. So if you do not update yourself, research, study, go to the necessary trainings, you will not be abreast with the new things that is happening in the industry. So I must say, apart from being opportune to learn from very good managers, I've also taken some trainings. I do research, and then I make sure that every conference or trainings that comes, that I'm able to give the opportunity to go. I do a lot of network and then learn from others as well. You know, because in the industry, I must say, we have a lot of women that are doing very well, but in the aviation industry, especially airlines, women are always seen as we only contribute in terms of frontline. We do the ticketing, we do the ground operations, but there are a lot of hardworking, wonderful women at the back end that put things through for us to see what we see at the front end. That's one of the reasons why I decided to champion women in aviation, because I realized we have a lot of women that are playing the technical role, but yet are not highlighted. You know, we only see the very nice dress ladies who make up, you know, front desk when you're going to buy your ticket or you're going to check in. But we have women that are engineers, flight dispatchers, marshals, you know, all those people, but we don't highlight them. We've only projected the men for quite some time. And so that's even one of the reasons why I wanted to channel that role of highlighting aviation women in our sector, in West Africa, especially in Ghana.
How are you able to combine your passion and your work and your business? How do you do that? Your passion, your work, your business?
The truth is, Vera, you can't do all by yourself. You can't. You can only do so much, but you trust in people that you work with. You know, some of us, we have hit our heads on the wall. Yes, you believe in certain people to are giving your business to run for you, whilst you also concentrate on your career or your job. But you come back and you realize, well, everything is gone. But it doesn't hold us down. We start again. So I work with teams, either bad or good. You only change when it's bad. You only change when it's bad. Our bakery is 3 years now, and within the 3 years, I've had to change a whole team, from a mixer to who bakes, from the salesperson to everything. We had to change. You know, and that hasn't stopped me from saying, okay, I'm not going to do the business again. Bakery is something that I was born into. That's what my mother used to raise 4 of us. So especially bread bakery. So I have the interest, it is there. And so I thought, oh, let's add it. When it comes to my role, being in aviation and airlines specific in terms of sales and marketing in airline, it's quite demanding. Today you are in this city, tomorrow you need to go to the other side. And what's happening is, with what I'm doing, I supervise people in let's say all our operation countries. So Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Morovia, you know, and so you need to be here today, tomorrow you are there. So I work with teams. You need to trust people to work with. If it's not good, you look for the for best, you know, suits to be able to charter the journey. So that's how it's been. By the grace and the strength, I have a very supporting family, husband that's, you know, always hold the fort for us when we are not there.
Thank you for acknowledging your support system.
Very necessary.
It's so important.
Where we are. Yes, I mean,
it's so important.
Yeah. Yes.
From the home to the field,
Exactly.
everywhere. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this without my team. I mean, there's a whole group of people behind. So I do understand that. And I'm glad.
Yeah.
Okay. So COVID-19 is here. I mean, I'm not going to ask you to tell me news. No, don't worry. Because the information is huge out there. We already know what we are hearing.
Yeah.
But my question is, as a professional, how do you see the way forward? What do you see going forward?
COVID-19 and aviation, or even every profession, what I see is we are not going to be the same post-COVID. Things are going to change, and it has started changing. Already, I see some documentary or research works about how the travel journey is going to change, and it's going to change in about 70 new phases of the travel journey. From when you're booking your tickets to your check-in to everything, there are going to be a lot of changes. So yes, the industry is going to change. And I must say, during this pandemic, our sector has been hard hit seriously, that it will take us some time, yes, to recover or to normalize. However, there are still opportunity out there for those of us we call aviation professionals. Every situation, there is the bad and there's the good, depending on how you see it and how you position yourself. Okay. So yes, some airlines have started with a lean operation, and understandably so, because most borders are still closed. So what's going to happen is they're not going to need all the human capital thereof. We're going to start with few. You ask yourself, are you part of the few? If yes, okay for you. If no, what next for you? Because it only makes sense that stakeholders will take decisions that will help their investment. And at this point, I'm sure they're asking themselves in the boardroom, do we need all these hands? And truly, they may not. Okay. So during this time and post-COVID, how do you position yourself to be able to be part of the new aviation sector?
I like the word new.
Yes.
I really like the word new. Very, very sensitive word.
Exactly, new aviation sector. There are certain process of the business that may no longer exist or may be reduced, and surely people are going to be affected. In fact, all of us are affected. So then you ask yourself, as an aviation professional, how have you upgraded yourself to be able to be that resource that the airline or any sector in the aviation business will need you in this new era? You see, what I have seen or the little research I have done, and I'm narrowing it down to the Ghana market, right? We have people that worked with, let's say, Ghana Airways, Ghana International Airline, to whichever airline.
My previous airline. I mean,
yeah, they're all good.
Yes.
But what role did you play? People have been in a sector 5 years, 10 years, 15 and more, and still playing the same role. We are ticketing and reservation executives. We are marketers. We do sales. We are call center agents for all these years. But we still remaining the same. What value have you added to yourself? If I am the entrepreneur and I need somebody to play a certain role within this time, I need somebody that can play more than 4 roles for me. But if you can only issue tickets and sell tickets, you may not be the resource I need.
That's very sensitive.
It is. But unfortunately, that is where we're getting to. That's where we're going. How versatile are you in terms of your role and your skills?
And actually defining it.
Exactly. Your 5 years of being in industry, what else have you added to yourself within the industry? Let me not even go out. Within the industry. People don't know what happened in other units apart from where they are. And they've not bothered to find out. There are a lot of trainings that are out there that we could have taken the opportunity But I mean, sometimes we are so comfortable where we are or what we're doing, so we don't care. And most of the time, it is about us, those of us on the front line. Because, yes, we happen to see anybody that matters going to fly or anything, we will see them, they will meet us. So we are comfortable. We don't look outside that. You know, and in the new aviation industry, certain roles may not be needed or few will be needed. How versatile is your skill? Are you that I will need you to be able to play 2, 3, 4 roles for me? In the meantime, before the industry really normalized. And for me, I think it will take a while for the industry to come back same, if it will. And during that time,
so if I get you right, the mindset that we had before, our mindset before that I need to go to school, I need to do ticketing and reservation.
Right.
If I get what you're saying right, in our world today, before even COVID-19, it was a discussion. Now with COVID-19, it is no longer a discussion.
It's critical.
It is critical. It is now no longer a language. It is rather a necessary tool, if I get you right. Because beyond today, we don't know how long even COVID-19 is gonna stay.
No.
We pray it's gonna go. I mean, it has to leave. It has to. But beyond this COVID-19, things are changing. I get a feeling that we need to come together and take change as a good thing to push us forward.
Yeah.
And let me ask you, have you ever experienced such a change in your own life?
Personally, no.
Yes.
Well, not yet.
Your first time? Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
You know, but I always try to explore my options.
Okay.
I make sure I'm not too comfortable where I am.
Okay.
Yes, and I try to explore the other skills I have because I believe for me as a woman to be able to support my home, my husband, I can't be too comfortable with the one thing I do. I need to multitask. So there should be always that preparation.
Okay.
You need to prepare yourself for it. You see, and it's not only even with our industry. From the industry I was before I joined aviation industry. I mean, you used to work in a glass office, in a glass house, everything is posh, you are fine, you know, you meet all the people that, let's say the movers and the shakers of the town or the country. You see them every day. So you don't really think of outside that glass house, the opportunities outside that glass house. You're comfortable where we are. Some of us, until we came out of that glass house, then we're able to tell, wow, even for you yourself, you are full of opportunities. How do you unearth those opportunities? You know, you can only look beyond what you have now to be able to know that, wow, I can do A, B, and C. And so I need to chase that interest. I need to explore it.
Yes, you actually have to be in the soup to know you can do aviation business series.
Yes.
You have to experience it. But I like you telling us that we don't actually have to always find ourselves in the issue before we begin to prepare.
Yes.
And that is a very powerful statement.
Yes. Because what it is, and in Ghana, I'll still narrow it down to Ghana, because the professionals in Ghana, we move from one airline to the other. I'm sure you moved from airline A to B, and you met somebody that you started with airline A in that B. And let's say airline A is defunct, they're gone. We meet ourselves in the new one that comes. Yet, most of us still don't learn from those lessons. We come in, and when things start to be okay, we're so comfortable, we don't add value to ourselves. I was a cabin crew in airline A. Airline A took their airplane and they left. And the moment the aircraft leaves your station, what else? It's done.
Yeah.
We all met in airline B. I'm still a cabin crew. Yes, you may be a PESA or you may be something. But within the industry, there are other sectors that you could have added value, to. You could have explored. So you don't do the same thing all through. Could you have upgraded yourself to even be an instructor, not to still be flying? Could you have exactly upgraded yourself to be a flight dispatcher? No more a cabin crew from airline A that you will spend 10 years to airline B that you've done 5 years, 15 years, and you're still in the air. Meanwhile, there are other opportunities out there, even within that, just say, cabin crew sector. We don't grow. We are okay with the flying. Yes, I know almost every airport in the world. What have that done to you? What value has it done? I mean, has it given to yourself? When you go out there, and one thing with us in the industry is the other fringe benefit that comes with it. Yes, you're able to travel, you're able to see A, B, and C, all those ones. And so it makes us a bit comfortable, I think. But when you go out there for those holiday moments and other things, what business opportunities do you look out for? What are people doing in aviation industry outside Ghana that is not available in Ghana? How do I champion that cause in Ghana? It's just some few years ago, I think about 2, 3, 4 years ago, that people started chartering the cause of aviation news in Ghana. It wasn't available. We have to let people that are not even in the industry to champion that cause. What happened to those of us in the industry that knows the story better? Could we have just upgraded ourselves to do some journalism course and be able to add to the experience we have in the sector so we could tell the story better? Could we have collaborated with other people to be able to set up a supporting service for the industry and not only to be an employee for the industry? I always say the Nigerians are better at it more than us. Why? Because yes. Oh. Yes. Oh. I always follow one lady, Mama J, and I respect her so much for that. She was once a cabin crew. I'm sure the airline, the normal thing collapsed. She didn't just give up. Now, she is championing a good cause in aviation in Nigeria. She's coaching, she's mentoring, she's organizing conferences and fairs and everything. That is other supporting services for the industry. But in Ghana, we've limited ourselves. Maybe it's because we don't have a lot of Ghanaian registered airlines. Let me say, maybe our sector is still in its infancy. Maybe our government also hasn't put in that much in that sector in terms of empowering the human resource there is in this sector. Those are all things that we would have to look at post-COVID. Yes.
Very, very strong points you're raising. I know that a lot of people are wondering what we're doing. So if you just joined us, this is Aviation Business Series. It's an open space to interact. We are drawing from the stories of many. We are also expanding our knowledge. We are exploring opportunities. I mean, Victoria has mentioned some serious opportunities right now. So we're exploring those opportunities. And above all, we are also celebrating our own. I mean, a lot of people are doing well. So we are also celebrating and encouraging ourselves with what others are able to do. to enable us to tell our own story. So welcome everybody. If you just joined us, we just have a few more minutes to go. And our theme for today is survival through crisis. Survival through crisis. I am with Mrs. Victoria Abena Takyi. Look at that smile. Okay, so please don't worry if we are smiling and laughing. I mean, we need to be alive. So that's what we're doing. And we hope that even as you're listening to us, you feel the need to be alive because there's a better tomorrow. You feel the need to be alive because we are sharing stories today. I mean, today, Mrs. Victoria is sharing very interesting ideas with us, and we need to be alive to make sure that we find ourselves implementing those ideas. So survival through crisis. Victoria, give me 3 personal organizational tools that you know are helping people to upgrade and stay in the now. You mentioned that you are always learning. How do you do that? You take courses every day.
No, I don't take courses every day, but I try to read a lot around the things that I want to know. And if I'm interested in something, I try to research, especially when I want to venture into a new business. I try to read a lot about it, ask the people that be. Now, back to aviation. I'm lucky to be in a company where they invest in employee development. So in terms of trainings and other things, my company really champions that. I think somewhere last year we had a lot of IATA trainings that were hosted by our airline. So we had other people from other African countries to join us. Okay. And there are also, as I said, I've been opportune to work with people that are well experienced in the industry, so I draw from them as well. But there are things that you also don't need to wait for your company to do it for you. If you are interested and it's something you want to charter, you go and fish that out yourself. Recently, IATA launched, I think they are 75 years and they were celebrating that. So with that, they floated some courses with a discount, $75. Something that ordinarily you could have paid for thousands of dollars, they gave it to us $75 within this time. And that's why I said, even in this pandemic, there are opportunities. So if you have the interest, you go out there, you look for it. These are things that are available for us to enjoy and for us to be able to explore. Okay. Vera, one thing that I hope that it gets somewhere someday that I've realized in our industry, and I still narrow it down to Ghana, and I keep saying the Nigerians are better at it. We do not have a united front for aviation professionals.
What do you mean by
that? What I mean is I'm yet to see any association, welfare association or anything for aviation professionals in Ghana. So then in times that airlines are going through troubles, they are going through issues, that they decide to leave the country, a lot of us, and you can even bear me witness, a lot of us are shortchanged. And with that, you have nowhere to go tell your story because there isn't any association or united front that speak for aviation professionals. And I think post-COVID is something that all of us need to look at to be able to have such, with that we encourage ourselves, the opportunities out there. And it's just like probably even in the banks where if you're going for a loan and you are in a group, it's easier and it's better. But if you go just as an individual, it's quite difficult. If we are able to have something like that, we all come under that umbrella to be able to charter certain courses that will also be of our interest. So people are not shortchanged or dealt with any way anytime that an airline decide not to fly here again or stop the route or stop operation in Ghana. People have been through that from airline B, C, D, and it's still happening. Something that our ministry need to look at, or our authorities also need to look at, or we the professionals need to charter that as well.
Okay, so let me say this: that we well, I've identified that we do have structured bodies, but it's like we need more.
We
If I
do.
get you right, we
We
need
do.
more.
We do.
So
We
we
do.
kind of, well, I'm using this platform to say we need more of their input, if
Yes.
I get you right.
Yes.
So they are there, yeah. But we want to see
What's
a bit more push
yes.
into the things that matter to us
Yes.
as aviation professional.
Yes.
Anyway, who is the aviation professional, Victoria? Who is it? The person who has retired, the person doing the newspaper, the person doing the cleaning at the airport? Who is in the industry?
Anyone, anybody that play a role to keep the aviation industry alive.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
because it's also
Yes.
under the bigger umbrella of tourism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Very true. Very true. That's nice to know. I'm loving this already, and I'm hoping to get more people involved. I can
Right.
see all the highs and the hellos. I want you to be part of this conversation. So please send your comments and your questions. We don't want to do it alone. If you
Mm.
leave me alone, I'll talk and we are not done. But I want you to be part. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you, all the people saying hi and hello. Want to hear from you. Let us have your questions. Let us have your questions, okay? All right. So, Victoria, coming back to you.
Right.
Coming back to you. Looking forward, looking forward after COVID-19. That's post COVID-19. Your role, will it change? Do you feel like you need a change? Do you
Well,
feel like, yeah?
I think every step of the journey in this
Mm-hmm.
industry, every sector, there
Mm-hmm.
is going to be a change.
Okay.
See,
But do
there's
you
going to
think
be
that
a change.
is a personal change to you?
Um, okay, let me take it as a person or personally. Yes, there will be a change in your strategies, in whatever you want, your plans going forward, everything. Because um, before COVID, you planned on doing something. The processes of going through that, COVID has come and it will going to change. Okay, you plan on going to do some course. That course now with COVID, post COVID, probably those professionals or those hands are not going to be that much, are not going to be essential in the journey. You would have to change your plans. So personally, yes, there will be a change. And for me, I don't think there'll be anyone that says I remain the same after COVID. This month of lockdown or weeks of lockdown, I'm sure people have done deep reflections and be able to think through what you want to do going forward. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then pray about it, get the direction, and then you move. So everybody should change in whatever your plans are post COVID. Now, in terms of my role, yes, there will be a change. There will be a change. For that, I can't really tell, but I'm sure there will be a change. As I said, there are professionals that have already released document that says 70 areas of even just the travel journey that are going to be changed. Okay, so in the sector, yes, there will be a change and hopefully a positive change.
Wow, wow. Okay. So I just put down what we have really talked about today.
Right.
I know you mentioned being multi-talented. I know you've
Yes.
talked about reflection with change. I know you've talked about network so that we get information and the right information. And
Sure.
I know you keep on mentioning the good
Leadership.
leadership you've had. I mean,
Yes.
the people who have surrounded you and given you the opportunity and the
Exactly.
atmosphere to grow.
Yes. Yeah.
So I want to ask you, are you also doing the same for others?
Yes, I believe I am. With my current role, I supervise more than 30 staff. So I believe I am with what I have achieved or my experience. yes, we tend to roll it over to those that are interested. That's what I would say, that sometimes you also need to go out there to fish out for the information. If you position yourself to be seen as such, then yes, you will get the necessary flow thereof. So yes, we are also doing same. I always encourage my staff to add value, especially those that maybe after first degree hasn't upgraded, or do not have first degree going forward, or has not taken any course at all for a long time, even within the industry. You try to pull them up to be able to add value to themselves. And sometimes when you also see someone that you think, wow, this person has a lot that I can tap from, approach. Approach. Yes.
Is it easy to approach, Victoria?
Very.
It's very easy.
Very.
Okay. Okay. So if we want to get in touch with Victoria, how do we do that? You're on Facebook?
Yes.
On
I'm on
Twitter?
Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Instagram, but mostly I'm active on LinkedIn and then Facebook. LinkedIn, you would say Adalia Takyi or Victoria Abna Takyi. Facebook, it's Awo Edisa, and that one is a very, very local name, don't mind me.
Wow.
Yes, that I mean, yeah, that I respond to. So I'm not too active on Twitter, but yes, I'm there. It's still Adalia Takyi on Twitter, but I'm very active on LinkedIn and then Facebook.
Okay.
You can send me email to adaliatakyi@gmail.com. I'll be very ready to respond at any time.
Thank you, Victoria. We just have a few minutes to wrap up.
Right.
Give me one message that you really want to leave with us as we close the session. One message of hope.
Hope is, as I said earlier, in every situation, whether good or bad, there are opportunities. You need to position yourself to be able to tap from that opportunity. So look beyond what is happening, but rather look deep inside you, and you will see that there are certain skills you have that you've covered. There are certain lights within you that you've not allowed it to shine. So do that deep reflection, and you would see how valuable you are. You are a whole generation seated, or you have a whole generation closed up within you. So do that deep reflection, and you will know that you are multi-skilled. You have a lot in there that you've not allowed it to come out. You need to allow yourself to do that. And the sky will not be your limit. You will go beyond that.
Beautiful. This is so beautiful. I get so encouraged when I hear stories come out from our belly. It's not from just the book we read.
Yeah.
It is not just from our titles, but it is because we have seen, we have experienced, and we know it helps. So I'm very glad you are also talking. You're not doing talking, but you are really giving us a conversation, something that we need to think about.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of good messages.
Okay.
Hello, Victoria, you are doing well. A lot of people are saying you are doing well. You see,
Thank you.
a lot of people agree with you. I have Radia agreeing with you. I have a lot of people giving you thumbs up. I have
Thank
this
you.
is a good conversation. I mean, people are happy, and that is one of the essence, that we are not just living our story, but it's about time we shared our story, and we share it like this. I mean, just like this. This program, Aviation Business Series, is not a kind of platform where we fake things. No, this is how the issue is, and we are saying it. Thank you, Victoria. It's been amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, I want to keep to our time. Well, I mean, on-time performance, aircraft is going.
It's key. It is key. It's key. Yes, you can't be an aviator and not do the on-time performance. It's key.
So because of time, I think we would have to bring you back.
Right.
We
I'm, ev-
would definitely
I'm
have
ever
to
ready.
bring you back.
Thank
Yes.
you.
But for now, Victoria, thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
having
much.
me.
And I pray that all that you're doing with women in aviators would keep on going forward.
Yeah.
And we hope to see you soon.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Bye
Thank you.
bye, Victoria.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Bye bye,
Thanks for
Victoria.
having me.
All right, Victoria. Hi, hi. It's been wonderful. So our time is up, but I am glad the team has taken this decision to create this platform, Aviation Business Series. We are here to draw from stories. We are here to draw from expert knowledge. We are also here to draw from the success of many others. I know that you have enjoyed this program. I would want you to get in touch with us. Just share with us your questions, what you feel about the program, how you are also going through the process of growth, what COVID-19 is doing, what it's not doing, and let us get interactive. I believe that with this platform and the many others, there's going to be a change, but there's going to be a change where you and I will find ourselves in the right place at the right time with the right people. My name is Lady Vera, and this has been Aviation Business Series. Please don't forget to follow us. Don't forget to always try to get in touch. We will be here with you same time next week, Saturday. It will be the same time at 4 p.m. That is 1600 GMT. And our guest for next week is, okay, I'll come back and announce. But her name is Charlene. I'm sure she's also watching. And I can't wait to have Charlene as well. So yes, thank you again. Thank you, everybody. See you. See you. All right. Bye.